Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me is Ben.
Yo, we're so saturated on DC content right now.
True.
I don't give a fuck. I'm loving it. I'm in.
Hell yeah.
The second season of My Adventures with Superman wrapped up incredibly recently, like less than a week ago. So we both caught up, and now we're here. What'd you think? Mm-hmm. What are your general thoughts?
I had fun. I enjoyed all of it. It was pretty good. I have some notes. I think the big one is just I'm kind of bummed so much of this is like one story.
Yeah.
Like I think they just dedicated for a 10 episode season, they just dedicated way too much of it to one thing, like it was a fucking movie.
Which
I miss episodic television.
Yeah, dude, for real. Which one thing specifically?
The Brainiac story.
Oh, okay.
Like,
see, I actually didn't mind that, but in tandem with the military stuff, I was a little annoyed.
Well, so like the like practical effect of it being one story is like we don't get as much hangout time.
Dude,
right?
Exactly.
That's what I'm missing. Like if we were like narrowing it down to like why that bothers me is because we don't have as much hangout time.
Oh, totally.
There's too much like plot happening all the time.
Yeah, it's too big.
Yeah. And the plot isn't what the show is the best at. The show is the best at the hangout time, the like character moments.
Fucking what's her name? Vicky from the Gotham Gazette.
Vicky Vale,
yeah. The thing with her and Lois, like trying to get the scoop first, 10 out of 10.
That was great.
Fucking incredible. And the fact that they're like, the fact that Vicky's not like made into a villain about it, but she's just like, yeah, I respect the fucking game. I'm a reporter. She's a reporter. This is it.
Yeah.
And they're just like doing the same. Oh, it's so fucking good. There's so many like, anytime they're doing that,
feels like a million years ago.
Yeah, dude. But anytime they do that kind of shit, it's perfect. It's so good. But then the rest of it is just like, why we gotta take it so serious? Why has it gotta be like miserable? For like for like a finale, sure, you get a little punch in there, but like the whole way through, it's just like oof.
No, it's the whole like second half of the season.
Yeah. Also, you know, I wasn't a big fan of like the military, like anti-Superman bullshit to begin with, right?
Yeah.
The fact that it goes like that, it just fizzles because of Brainiac was so annoying. We spend so much goddamn time on this for it to like, it doesn't matter really. Like,
no.
You could have done. They could have been doing all instead of like setting up military hates Superman. They could have just been setting up Lex Luthor, in my opinion. Because like they could have been setting him up because it's his machines that come into play in that final battle anyway. You didn't need the military bullshit, and then even the resolution to that is just like a screen within a screen arrest. It's fucking worthless. Oh, I was so upset. Not enough to like impact my enjoyment of the season, but like, come on. Jesus. Also,
this version of Amanda Waller just sucks. Like this.
Yeah, I believe it.
She's gonna show up in Justice League, and she's such a better character there.
Great. Not hard low bar, but great.
Yeah. And like so much of this is like I said it in season 1, right? Like the government stuff here, it's like trying to do stuff that Justice League is gonna do, but it's just fucking bad at it, and it hasn't built it up. Like, it didn't earn it.
Yeah.
Like, it's all built on misunderstanding horse shit. Ugh.
I mean,
and it doesn't even come to anything.
The thing that this part of the season, well, the tail end of it, I suppose, kind of turned me around on was like Livewire and stuff. Like, if you're gonna give us character moments with like the villains, that's fine. I can accept like lamer setups, I suppose, if you're gonna do like good character stuff, because that stuff was cool. Like seeing Livewire and Heatwave, and like you don't know.
Yeah, they're great.
You don't know when to quit, and it's like, I'll go set up the real fucking team. Like it's so good. And then how it comes into play, I was like, all right, you're fine, you're good, you cleared it.
No, that was them hiring Livewire is the best thing the show's done with Livewire by far, like easily.
Also, for Lex Luthor though, I was like, he's not my fucking Lex Luthor. Let's see him laying in bed. It's gonna be sad.
All he did was build some robots that got taken over by Brainiac. And we're like all the other robots we've seen before. They look
identical.
They were exactly the same because the show is not creative when it comes to technology. I think it's like my biggest pet peeve with the design stuff. It's just like,
I think they're trying to keep it like, they're trying to do like an Apple thing, right? They're trying to keep it cohesive, but Apple is also boring.
They're trying to connect and keep it cohesive, and it makes it fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like, it's a design choice, and I think it's bad.
Yeah. Also,
now,
Luthor,
if they were just like stealing Kirby designs, that would be good.
Also, Luthor is just kind of, I mean, we'll see, because like clearly he's going to be thing for next season, right?
Look, his hair is holding him back.
Dude, I was thinking about that the whole time. I'm like, I can't wait to see how Luthor loses his hair and goes like full crazy.
No, I like that they're trying to do something different with Luthor in like theory, but what they didn't do anything with him. He was just there, and he didn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, he's clearly the setup for season 3, which like,
yeah.
But you shouldn't, an introduction of a character or like any of that stuff, I shouldn't be watching it and going, I look forward to this in the next season. Like, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
It's a bad choice of how to do stuff.
Because he's gonna have to be like a different character, kind of.
Well, he's gonna have to turn into a different. Oh, you mean to be enjoyed? Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume we'll
to be good.
He'll change somehow.
I don't know.
Maybe. I guess.
I mean, I'm not that confident because their versions of villains are just not that interesting. Like, mostly they're much better at making characters good guys.
Yeah.
Like Brain and Mala. That's the best version of Brain and Mala I've ever seen. But it's because they're not villains anymore.
Yeah. I wonder if they won't try to do like something more sympathetic with Lex, like by the end. Like if they turn him real crazy and then get it to a weird point. I mean, I don't know that it would even be effective because, like, look what they did with.
I don't know that would work.
Look what no, I don't know that it would. I don't know that it would work, but I could see them trying it.
Sure.
Even some of the stuff with
But they made but the fact that he, like, his dislike of Superman comes out of nowhere too. Like it's kind of nonsense. He's just evil. He's just like a down on his luck little nerd, and then he's like, "What if I were evil?"
Well, I think he was just trying to get in with like a group, wasn't it? Like he had this capability, and he just had nowhere to like put it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he found.
But then he just became pure.
But he bought into the Superman's an alien shit, which I guess is what they needed. They didn't need the fucking military for it, but like that's what that served. Not that it's good, but like that's what it was doing, is like having him buy that.
But
shit.
like you want Luthor to be the driving thing behind the military, not Luthor just being there and the military being the driving force.
Here's the thing. It's very funny that we watched. Well, this was like I tasted this Superman before Superman animated series, right? But I tasted Superman animated series Lex Luthor before this.
Yeah.
So now it's like, oh. And even if I hadn't, like, it's pretty fucking. This Lex
Luthor does not leave. This doesn't leave an impression.
Yeah, dude, he's just a guy. There's nothing fucking about him at all, especially because he has hair. It'd even be like different if he was introduced later.
He's just Alex. He's just Alex.
100%. If he was introduced later as an older character who was, at the very least, the fact that he's not established in the world, like in, not in the world that they're building, but like when we meet Lex in fucking animated series, he's on top. Like he's already built his career and all that shit. I think just raw introducing him at the end of this season like that, where he's already established, that would have been better.
Yep.
So I mean, a
lot of things would have been better than what we got.
Yeah, but like that's the thing, right? Like the stuff that's good is good enough to offset it.
Yeah. Like in the these are all nitpicks, but like, I mean, the lack of hangout time I am mad about that.
100%. No,
but that's just because the hangout stuff is so good. Like the show does characters very well when they're like interacting with each other on positive grounds.
Honestly,
it does villains badly.
They could have fucking just done like Superman slice of life and fucking annihilated it.
Yes.
With how good they're doing.
Like that's the show. That's what the show wants to be. Like it wants to be Superman slice of life, and it has to be like,
we're doing 8 episodes of plot.
It has to be prestige TV. Like our season is like actually a movie.
Yeah. No, it was a lot. Like I was honestly part of the thing I was looking forward to in the next season is that God will.
Like if we did this version of Brainiac in one episode, that would have been a fine episode.
Even 2 episodes. 2-parter is fine.
Yeah, 2-parter would be fine. You do like one with Kara, setting her up, and then like you lead into 2 with Brainiac. Fine.
Yeah.
But like 5, like half your season.
I was trying to count how many. It felt like there was a lot of endings too. Like, oh, we got him. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we did it. Oh, we didn't.
Sure.
Maybe if I went back and looked again, I'd feel differently. But I'm like, we kind of went back and forth a lot in a way that felt unnecessary.
We had like emotional resolutions, but then plot was still the same plot.
Yes. I think. I mean, I should say first, I really like Kara is great. Her voice actor is crushing it. Part of the thing I'm looking forward to in season 3 is just like her to get to be chill and just hang out with everybody a little more. But
true.
I don't think they needed to do like the brainwashing thing was completely unnecessary. I think at least throughout it. They could have revealed that as like a final thing that then gets broken through, but I think it takes away from her a little bit, maybe. Not the brainwashing, sorry, the actual mind control part.
Mm-hmm.
Because like her being raised in that environment to be who she is makes fucking sense. But then we get the glimpse that she's not this person and she doesn't know what's going on. But then it's it doesn't fucking matter because she's just getting mind controlled.
her being an antagonist because she's like been raised in this fucking lie. That's way more interesting than what we get afterwards, with is just direct fucking mind control.
Yeah.
So then when we get to direct mind control, it's like, well, this is not interesting. And I know Superman's gonna win. It's not like,
yeah, do it 100%. So like him, like the impact of him like reaching her and being like, yo, you can be a good person though, and we see that she is like a good person deep down.
They already reached her.
Yeah.
Like they convinced her the person she thought was her father was fucking evil. Like,
I think,
I don't know.
yeah, it's also just one of those weird. I think they made a mistake, which I don't think is uncommon when it comes to mind control, which is like like how many genocides did she commit? Like planetary genocides, and
A lot.
Now she's absolved because she was mind controlled.
Yeah.
And I get it, she was mind controlled, but also is complicated. Like this is
Probably don't have Supergirl commit extensive planetary genocides. Like, that's probably, don't do that.
I think
If you're weighing two options, Supergirl commits mass genocide versus Supergirl doesn't commit mass genocide.
Dude, it's such an
I'm gonna side with the not.
it's
doing
such an
that.
easy fix too. Like all they had to do was make it so that she was the one who like conquered the planet, right? Like subdued them.
Yeah. Right, she's like the Herald of Galactus or whatever. Like, she
Yeah.
comes there, she makes friends, then she leaves, goes to the next planet, and Brainiac comes and murders everyone.
Even if she's not making friends, like she showed even if she kills a few people statistically, right? Like she does enough to get them to bend the knee. And then later finds out that then like those planets got annihilated anyway for Brainiac to come in. That's fine. Anything like that, fine. Or the friendly option, any of it. Totally fine. But like
I don't,
her doing it, I was like, ugh. She was eating
like,
ice
I don't
cream
think
earlier.
I don't think it's more interesting because that she like Brainiac pushed her too far and like had the hard mind controller and wipe her memory over and over again. I think it's more interesting if he's been playing it actually smart and just been manipulating her the whole time
Yes.
for what he wants. Like, I think the hard memory wipes are like just less compelling drama.
Yeah. Because it's like it doesn't. It's nah.
Yeah.
Also, if she was like, I don't know. I just it's all of that, but like the reveal of like, oh, the person who has been who I call father, fucking annihilated this planet where I enjoyed it, right? Versus, oh, it was me. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
but like, I'm looking forward to more of her. I just don't like that shit. And like,
Yep.
I think
100%. I wish they had resolved that, and then we could have gotten some episodes with her just being Supergirl. That would have been great.
dude,
Why didn't that happen this season?
That's what I thought we were gonna fucking get. Like
Like, I was fucking dying for her to just be in the Supergirl outfit.
100%.
Also, I don't like the new outfits with the big shoulders.
Yeah, I'm not a
Those
huge.
big shoulders, they're dumb.
They're-
Why do you have big shoulders?
They're okay. I did.
Superman doesn't need fucking body Iron Man armor. Come on, God.
Yeah.
I feel stronger about this than Spider-Man having armor because he's fucking Superman.
Yeah. No, they're doing like it's following the designs of like recent live action adaptations, right? More or less.
Well, New
Like, trying
52
to be-
gave like Superman armory stuff.
Oh, well, it's
I think
stupid.
is like the first time that was like part of his core design. I think.
When we do see the Supergirl outfit, I was like, I wonder how many guys are online right now real fucking pissed about lack of skirt. Critical. Absolutely fucking critical.
That I don't care about.
I mean, obviously, but just like, I don't know. It's a shit that sometimes I'm like, someone out there is pissed about this for no fucking reason. their cartoon drawing wasn't done correctly.
I mean, I am annoyed with the cartoon drawing. I'm not like, but like,
Yeah, you're not fucking. You're not hitting up the devs.
Shoulders are dumb.
You're not hitting up the creators on Twitter.
No, I'm not harassing them online. That I'm not doing. No.
Yeah.
I've not I'm talking into a microphone about it. I'm not.
Yeah. And also, it's like,
But
it's not. It's not the end of the world.
no, it doesn't
I'm talking
ruin the
about
show or
the people
anything.
who are like getting actually angry about it,
Yeah.
as they do. That high blood pressure.
Yeah.
But no, that's like literally what I ultimately I would have preferred her not being evil. I think the stuff we said about like how we would rearrange it and how it could be better, that would be fine, and like it would be whatever. But I would still prefer just like she's on Earth somewhere also or whatever or something, and they meet and she just gets to be Supergirl or whatever. Or like her stasis interdimensional pod or whatever was just going for so long, and now she's aged up but never interacted with people or something, and now she gets started. I don't know. Something to let her just like hop in and do this shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say like the story of her being mind controlled by Brady, like that's different. That's a different way of introducing Supergirl. I think like the standard version of her is just more just like she shows up and now she's here.
Yeah.
Superman finds her or whatever. Like that's how it happens on the animated series. Finds her in space.
Yeah. We got them going to the sun, which is pretty sick.
We did get them going to the sun. I was so happy when they were like, "Oh right, we're in the sun." It's like we're just more powerful. This is like the one place the kryptonite does shit.
Yeah, man. That was
finally.
It was so. No, some of the last battle moments, like, it was fucking solid. It was good shit. I just
they built them out, like they built them into emotional moments, which is like the thing that I feel like classic superhero stuff is the worst about, and like the easiest thing to say, like if you're making new superhero stuff to like nail.
Yeah.
And it's like better than old shit. It's like like emotional, like more like anime built into how you win.
Dude, there's so much fucking. I noticed it more in this season than the other one. That like there's this. It's so fucking anime.
Yeah.
There were so many little moments where I'm like, yeah, this. We're in there.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, and it's like, because it's like doing superhero stuff as like stories for teenagers, not stories for 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
Because you still like, which like, has the downside of like, it's not, I think as toyetic, it's worse, but you're trying to be too clever with your designs. And not just making what's a cool toy.
Yeah,
and like a new toy every fucking week or whatever.
If they made the villain stuff generally more episodic, toned it back to take up less time, and then made the episodes more like slice of life-ish. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Then
on
the show
top
would be
of the world.
On top of the world. Instead, it's just. I'm having
good.
a really good time.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Instead of being like fucking king, they're like just incredibly solid anyway.
Yeah.
Like I was in the middle,
but
of
like
watching,
also, but I didn't want to keep watching it week to week. I wanted to wait for it to all to be over before. I finished it.
Zero.
It was one fucking story.
I watched the first 2 episodes. The 2-parter or whatever. Well, more.
Yeah, I got like
the double.
I got halfway through, and then it was like clear the rest was just gonna be this fucking Brainiac thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait till it's over.
No,
The fun bits are over. No more
Yeah.
Vicky Vale
dude, the Vicky
fun
Vale thing was
episodes.
so fucking good too. I'm kind of upset that they did it's a bit not actually upset, but like it was a fun bit that I would think could have been prolonged and would be funny. Is the counter for Jimmy's money.
Mhm.
Like every fucking time he bought like anything, like he got a hot dog and it went down by like $1 or whatever. Like that's so fucking good. And then like I knew it was realistically. I'm like they're gonna cash out on this at some point, either by him.
The problem is there was no bit to it. He just cashed out, and it's like, but
yeah, exactly.
there's too much plot. There's not even like a joke here, or like him realize, like, oh no,
Yeah,
what have I
see,
done? And
I
like, no,
thought-
we had to fucking rescue Superman. Like, we rented a spaceship.
I
Or
thought
stole a spaceship.
as soon as they showed that counter, I'm like, okay, he's gonna blow it on dumb shit throughout the course of the show or like the season
Yeah,
or whatever.
it's definitely going to zero.
Yeah, 100%. But like, it would have been funny just having it keep going. Like even if it doesn't hit zero, like it's still funny if he's buying dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like renting.
Well, he
a
like
yacht.
rents early in the season. He like rents a jet. So like you go to the North
Yeah,
Pole
he
or
rents
whatever.
the plane. He rents a boat. He fucking
like-
rents the limo.
Yeah, but then like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
There's no consequences. It's just a thing he was able to do.
I mean, the thing that they were building towards was him going, "No, I gotta work,"
Yeah, and that didn't.
and I was
happen.
fine with it.
That didn't happen.
No. I'm trying to think if there
He's
was
Jimmy Flamebird, leader of planet Earth.
dude. That was good. Leader at the Daily Planet, whatever. Like, you're leader of the planet. Yeah, why not?
Wait, you're describing a date? Did you go on a date, Kara?
I'm kind of, I'm kind of chill with the idea that like they just immediately hit it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I find it kind of when they like when like Superman flies off holding Lois's hands and Kara's holding Jimmy's. I find that a little corny, a little too neat. But
yeah. No,
it's just because of how they staged that thing.
yeah. Jimmy and Lois, the strongest fucking human beings on the planet. Just unbelievable arm, shoulder, core strength, finger strength. It's crazy. Sticking straight out. My shoulder hurts just watching it.
No. See, they're super people. They can
Yeah, it's
hold up.
right.
They can counter leverage all of it with their fingers. It's fine.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, of course. It's like on the. I notice it. I look for it a little bit ever since I read a comment online like 100 years ago, pointing it or like suggesting it, and I feel like in shows and comics and movies, people now take it into consideration when portraying it, but like back in the day when Superman just fucking catches somebody horizontally at max speed, and it's like that person's dead. Like they're just fucking gone. And now like even in here there's a few times where someone gets caught and there's like the briefest little bit where they like slow down and you're like, okay, they're just decelerating at a pace, like they're countering it. It doesn't have to look super fucking real, but just so we know that there's something.
Yeah.
But I just always found that very funny.
They don't get Gwen Stacy'd.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, that's the classic example of you trying to save someone and you didn't counter the.
Yeah.
physics of it.
They didn't got it. They didn't have to do it that way. They didn't have to actually do it.
Look, it's like a super famous example, and it's that thing.
I know. It's supposed to be a thing that like people look at and laugh because it should be this way. You didn't have to. They didn't have to turn it into a thing. I don't need to see the hero actually killing someone. Man. I will say, for the Brainiac stuff, I really liked his performance. Or
Sure.
their performance. Whoever was voicing Brainiac fucking crushed it. Just a very good, I don't know, good villain voice.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. No, it was very, I mean, compared to the animated series especially, like very...
Yeah,
Different
animated
take.
series is extremely going for flat.
Yeah. No, like they hit the intersection of cult leader, robot, and crazy person, I guess, and intelligent, like stereotypical intelligent accent, I guess. They melded it all super well.
Michael Emerson. Oh, that guy.
What does he do?
Oh, he was in Lost.
Oh, this guy.
He was Ben on Lost.
Hey. He was no, what am I? Person of interest, right.
Yeah.
Apparently he was the Joker in Batman the Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2.
Oh, weird. I mean, this version of Brainiac is kind of the Joker. It's like, what if Brainiac were the Joker?
And as I mentioned, Kara's voice actress also like crushes it. I love her voice is great.
Mm-hmm.
Very fitting.
No, she's excellent. Although I do kind of hate how she pronounces Kal-El.
Kal-El?
But yeah, but that's just a personal thing.
You prefer more the spaced
Or
Kal-El?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the way she says it that still sounds like she's doing the like Kryptonian mispronouncing English words, but she's doing it for a Kryptonian name.
Well, I think it's like everybody else is putting a bit of the pause in, right? Or because like there's that hyphen there, so you have like Jor-El,
Yeah.
Zor-El, Kal-El, and she's saying like Kal-El, like she's just sending it.
Yeah.
Whatever. You look the part of
It's
Krypton
extreme. That's the small. Like, this is such a nitpick. I'm just saying.
the part of Krypton she's from. Okay, it's a regional accent.
Yeah, it's a regional dialect.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't even grow up on Krypton, right?
She watched all
She raised by Brainiac
she was
on.
watching the archives.
Yeah, but her archives were like a static image.
You think
that she
Brainiac
walked around
would have
in.
informed her what the regional dialect was? You think he was going to let her grow up
Yes.
speaking incorrectly?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. He does strike me as like a fucking single standard kind of guy. Oh man. I'm looking very forward to season 3. Like I want more. Or I'm looking forward to more, I should say.
Yeah. I am like frustrated with this show because I'm like, oh, but you could be better.
Yeah. No, 100%.
And like I really, really don't like their Amanda Waller.
It's pretty bad.
I just don't like that character. Just sucks. She's boring in this show. like in and of herself. And I have a version of Amanda Waller I can compare it to, where I'm like, this was done very well.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hitting me both. I'm like doubly annoyed by it. But also it's like, cuz this version is like is more in line with the ways modern stuff gets that character wrong, where they just make her like fucking evil,
Sure.
which is like not like the original version is more like you know, the government doing what she thinks is right, but you know, maybe going too far or whatever.
Yeah. They like tried to. It feels like they tried to bring her more into that at like the last second.
At the last second, but
Right?
that doesn't even feel earned.
Dude, it's a 100% not earned. She's like, I'm defending my planet, and fuck it, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like, I
No,
still
she just
hate
feels
you.
evil. Yeah.
Like, if they would have had her like sacrifice herself to help Superman, I could see it. Right? That would be like,
It's like,
that's enough.
and
But
like,
she
you know,
doesn't.
I'm like selling my soul to defend this country, and like, her plans are shit.
Dude, they're all ass.
None of the technology they have is any fucking good. Like, you don't even make a fucking anything that matters. You make the same robots as everything else. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
Nothing. It has zero impact, and also, I don't know. Just the fact that like there's such little information that they have. Like, they're going on a fucking single incident and drawing a few conclusions and being like, nope, that's it. Like, it's fucking infuriating. That was my beef like the entire time, right? Like,
Man.
at least I could understand if they had a team of people working on trying to figure out what Superman's deal was. That would make sense. But the fact that they're starting from he's bad is an issue.
Like we're gonna get just a better version of this in Justice League.
Hell yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
But so I can't really talk about it more because I so clearly know how you like what needs to happen for this just to be all be better and and it's like that much more frustrating. Like they're like doing over stuff that was done before, like partially because that stuff was good, and they're just like fucking it up and not doing it as well. I'm like, the stuff you're doing new is so good though.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting time on this?
Man, even some of the
version of Slade is so fucking boring and mid.
I just
Slade
can't.
is another one where like his version of the Teen Titans cartoon is so fucking good, and here he's like just a fucking
Just a
jobber.
Yeah. Even the miscommunication stuff between Lois and Clark is solid. Just because like they're fucking busy. They got shit going on, like, and also like their feelings, like the feelings that they're having, because part of, as I said in the Mason Ikoku episode, like, you know, when that's just what you're doing, whatever. But also in rom-coms, the problem is that you have this established relationship where this isn't a thing, and then suddenly it is. These feelings are so established for these characters, like, they both have these feelings clearly, and have, like, I mean, Lois has her insecurities and stuff. Clark has his own stuff. Like all of it fucking they're busy, so they're missing each other constantly, like playing phone tag and shit and just not being able to meet up or whatever. It all
Yeah, no,
makes
the
sense.
the problem is literally they haven't been able to talk.
Yes.
That's the whole source of their conflict.
Yes.
Is that they just haven't been able to have the conversation because they're busy.
Yeah.
And then like their insecurities are just like
And
roiling inside them.
and why are they busy? Because this entire season is plot.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like good shit though. Man, the stuff with what the hell is the other reporter's name when they do the like Bachelor TV show thing?
I don't remember.
I can't fucking think of her name at all. Cause that's like I can't remember where it is in the fucking season. I can't even think of what episode it was.
Is that Cat Grant?
Yeah, that sounds right. That seems correct. Her telling Lois like, cause like she's one of those characters like we just get, she's like a bit, right? Like she's such a fucking joke, and like her thing before that was also great, where like Perry is fucking, you know, closing the blinds and everything, and like, all right, I'm sending you guys to do the Bachelor show. They're like, what, the Bachelor show? And then she's immediately there, like fucking upset, like because she heard. Like that's so good. It was so solid. But then her getting like that real moment of like her character shit is like, you know, we're the reporters. Like we report the story. We aren't the story. Like that's not us. It's never gonna be us.
Yeah.
And like that's huge. like that's like having a character like that, and in a realistic way they just get real for a minute there. It hit. That shit's good. And then like the classic fucking like, no, you gotta pretend to be single. Like you gotta sell this. And I'm like, how dare he pretend to be single? What the fuck?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's solid.
Love is not for cowards.
Love is not for cowards. True. I mean,
That shit was pretty good. I feel like you could have had a villain that countered that better. That was a better thing too, rather than just fucking mind controlling Brainiac. But whatever.
yeah. Oh well.
Oh, another nitpicky thing.
Yeah.
I hate this design for Steel. For John Henry Irons.
Oh,
it's just his head.
Yeah, just his
And
head
this
poking
fucking
out
mech.
with them. Yeah.
Yeah, and like because the mech is CG, a lot of times his head is just like a CG thing sticking onto it. It just looks like I don't like it.
That's fair.
Not a fan. I think it looks goofy. I wouldn't want that toy as a kid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whereas, like, it's a dude in, like, a fucking power armor. That should be fucking sick.
Yeah. Dude, he has a big hammer. Big hammer was cool. That's good shit.
Big Hammer.
How do you
He
fuck up
literally
Big
has my
Hammer?
name. I'm primed to like that character.
Yeah. A thing I did, another thing that I did really like, when they block, when Supergirl and Superman block the beams, incredible, fucking top tier. Like she fucking blocks it, and she's ready to take the second hit. Yeah. Man, that shit was good.
Look, a lot of super people like just punching big lasers. I'm all about it.
You gotta stand in front of the laser. You can punch it. You can you can tank it, but you gotta put yourself in front of it.
The most Superman thing to me is punching a laser beam.
Hell yeah.
I honestly wish we had. I could use a little more animation on like actually the character physically punching the thing, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
that would get me to pop more. I will say, but it's still they have the right idea.
I mean I think the easy in between is you have, instead of like the it's Fleischman, right? Fleischman shorts. Mm-hmm. You know, instead of like the bop bop bop
Fleischer.
Bop, bop, bop. Instead of that,
Max Fleischer.
Okay. So yeah, that's why I was asking. I was pretty I'm close, closer than I normally get. Instead of like the little pop pop, I would have taken like big punch, right? Like laser hits the fist, then we get like the little animation of arm getting like sent back a little, and then a fucking yeet and a like big slow punch forward also would have been good.
Oh, another thing I did like this season was like Superman's like electric blue new powers cropping up.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like I like that stuff.
So did Brainiac. He was hyped.
He was. Like, look, Superman getting stronger when he's trying to help people. That's great.
Yeah. Superman going Super Saiyan. Good time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, in the Silver Age, Superman would just he would just be able to do a new power all the time. He would just say it's a super thing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's kind of a modern, it's in a later invention of where they like nerfed him to make his like power set more normalized. So I'm like fine with him just like having other powers.
You reminded me of another thing that they brought up here that I was kind of like, did we have to? What the fuck was that throwaway line about Kryptonians like genetically engineering each generation to be stronger? I don't like that.
Yeah.
That was fucking gross. Like, I get that in this, like they were conquerors or whatever, but like, chill. I didn't like that at all. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just gonna ignore that. Like, unless the show makes it a fucking focal point, like that's non-existent in my mind.
The show just made the Kryptonians the Viltrumites.
Dude, I was thinking of that. Like,
this is what they did.
I was like, this seems familiar. Between that and like the Conquerors and all that shit.
Like classic Kryptonians were just normal people.
Yes.
They lived under a red sun. They did not have superpowers.
Yeah.
Having superpowers was not a core part of their society. I think that's better.
Oh, totally. 100%.
It makes Superman more special.
Yeah, now he's just because now if he meets aliens, they're like, oh, you're a fucking asshole. And he's like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was unexpected. I mean, I guess maybe if I would have been focusing on them being conquerors, maybe it's not that unexpected. But I wasn't focused on that because it sucks.
Yeah. Also, I'm still not clear. Even in my head, because I don't care about that shit so much. Like, I'm not even clear they were. Because Jor-El, so Jor-El wanted to sign a peace treaty to end the war. That was what Brainiac hated.
Yeah.
Brainiac was like,
well,
but I'm for war. War. That's all I am.
Certainly
boring.
Certainly an AI
Lame.
like that would not be applicable to other facets of life, I guess.
What? The military-industrial complex wants war to keep going?
Yeah. Like they imply before that like he was doing stuff like he was like in everything, like he was just their system or whatever. He was their Windows.
Well, that's what he was on Superman the Animated Series.
Yeah, but even like in this, I thought there was something. Because we didn't get him specifically. There was implications that it was like that, but we didn't get him saying I was for war. That wasn't like a revelation of this former thing was incorrect. I was only for war. So it seems like to me, the viewer, it feels like he was immersed in everything. So the war comment is weird. It's at odds with other stuff.
Yeah. Well, because they're like trying to make him more of a character.
Yeah.
Rather than like he was the program that opened your door. And then he decided he wanted to kill everyone.
Yeah.
The Shodan route.
Yeah.
The rampant AI.
They could have just done another.
I don't know.
Could have just recycled the
what
2001.
What if he were a green guy, purple shorts, who had a pet monkey?
What if Brainiac was just a fucking black rectangle on the wall with a single red orb in the middle, and at some point he says, "I can't let you do that, Kara," and then locks the door? Like, it's just that easy. Free money.
And then you find out he was just given conflicting orders, and he wasn't such a bad guy after all. It's the plot of 2010.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, no, Hal was just given conflicting orders. It's not evil.
Yeah. Classic. Same shit happens to me, if I'm being honest.
You have to make sure the mission succeeds. You can't let anything get in your way, and that just leads to you murdering people. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they also could have achieved him being a fucking genocidal, conquering warmonger. Could have been achieved with him just like following his programming, right? As opposed to him being scared. You could have had Krypton fucking die, and then it wasn't him do. They also had him do it.
Then he's
again.
close. But then he's closer to animated series Brainiac and less of a character. I feel like they were going for a different thing.
I suppose. I'm just mostly spitballing. Like, would I find that more appealing? Or if he had evolved from that in some way versus him being scared that he was gonna not be a war AI and be used for anything. So he detonates the fucking planet and then does whatever. Like, I don't know. Because if he detonates the planet, like
I think
he's already his own fucking person. That doesn't mean he has to genocide people unless he's following his programming.
I don't like Brainiac as like the Kryptonian. Well, because I don't like the war aspect of Krypton in general.
Yeah. No.
So I don't like the Brainiac as the war robot. Like, I like if you're gonna make him the Kryptonian robot, make him the robot that like opens your door and like takes down your fucking calendar dates or whatever. But if you're gonna make him a character, make him the fucking green alien in short shorts. Yeah. Those are my preferences.
But again,
and like you can, and then like find a way to the I think it's the most interesting thing when you try to like reconcile those parts, like making him a distinct person, but also he was the robot that was everywhere on Krypton, and like how the
Yeah.
fuck can that be true? How can he be both those things?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that's like a more interesting character, like thing to write to solve, as far as like making a more interesting version of Brainiac or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I would agree. Also, I think it's worth mentioning again because it's been a little while now. We're just kind of nitpicking and bitching. The show is still really good. I
yeah,
always feel a little bad complaining so much, but like it is very solid.
no, like the God, Jimmy and Car's date is fucking delightful. It's delightful. She eats ice cream.
What is a hot dog? It's disgusting. You're gonna love it.
I was so mad that we then spent like 4 episodes on her being evil or whatever.
See, that's the thing. I was very sad that she spent so much time being evil. You could have had even if she was
Look,
like secret evil and we got like her going back and forth, like she was coming and like dating Jimmy, but then like going back and being fucking evil somewhere or whatever. That could have
she
been
ate
fun.
the ice cream cone. She can't be
Dude,
evil
she
after
fucking
that.
inhaled that ice cream.
Once she eats the ice cream cone, the evil is defeated within her. Okay,
Yeah. No,
that's just how it works.
yeah. That would have been such a good way to line that up, is like the last vestige of evil leaving her body coincides with her first bite of ice cream. Like that's the thing that fucking brings her fully over.
I need you to read that Hellboy story.
Is that a Hellboy story? Have you mentioned this? I've forgotten.
Pancakes. Yeah.
Oh, pancakes.
It's
Right.
only-
Oh, it was pancakes. I remember that.
It's literally only 2 pages.
I mean, still,
Yeah.
it's all it takes sometimes.
I'm just gonna send you this.
I do hope we get more of Livewire and Heatwave. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, we definitely have to get more LimeWire Heatwave. Like one of the things about the end of that episode, it's like, well, we have to use all these fucking nobody villains as our hero, as our squad, because we haven't spent enough time developing a squad. We've been too busy on plot to develop more good side characters this season. So now all our villains are good guys.
Yeah. Okay, he wants hot noodles. She will never come back to us now. What's all this noise about? It is the boy. He has eaten the pancake. He will never come back to us now. Truly, this is our blackest hour. Holy shit.
It's so fucking good.
That's incredible. What a good fucking little bit. Oh, that's great. I love it.
It's fucking what a perfect little comic.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
That's what the ice cream cone needed to be.
Oh yeah. No, that would have been fantastic.
Yeah. I think there's a blueprint.
Yeah. But it's still good.
Yeah.
It's solid. As long as they keep you, if they ever fucking drop the non superhero stuff, like if they start dropping the hangout things, and that quality goes to shit, it's over though. Like we're gonna have issues.
Yeah. The only reason I'm not looking forward to season 3 is because those stupid shoulder pads. They bother me. They bother me. I don't like them. I haven't had time to get used to it.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen them like once, and I'm like, I hate it. It's like it's a thing I can definitely get over. Like I got over his like fake S on his outfit, his like normal outfit, but
yeah, dude, speaking of that fake S, I was thinking while watching that Jimmy is not hella observant. She was literally wearing a fucking vest with the thing on it. Like, think of how much that would have expedited shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it. I think that's it for me. I had a good time.
Yeah. I feel like the general lane stuff just fucking like they just like resolve it. He just shows up at the end, and I feel like nothing of what we went through mattered. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, his stuff was mid.
Uh-huh. But Lois going into the Matrix to save Clark, that was great.
I would
She was super strong in his simulation because in his mind she's the strongest person he knows.
Yeah, that shit's good. I would hate to cut off, but you are kind of turning into a robot for me.
All right.
And
Salt Circle Podcast, gmail.com. Salt Circle Pod on Twitter. Anchor.fm/Salt Circle. YouTube.com/@Salt Circle. And I'm on Twitter @Comic Panels.
It got fairly normal there at the end, but that was brutal.
Fair enough. Weird you didn't get distorted from me ever.
Yeah, I was wondering if after it started on after I heard you turn into that, I was like, am I going to sound like ass now? But
yeah, I don't know.
Who knows? Discord be like that.
Sure. All right. Peace.
Peace.